Ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ ìwé kíkọ láìsí ọkọ́ àti àdá kò ì pé o, kò ì pé o. Tínú ẹ bá dùn láti jẹ́ àgbẹ̀jẹ̀ rọ́wọ́ ẹ lókè. Please put your hands together for ourselves. Right about that, I want to call on a renowned technologist, and his name is Dr. Fagbemi.
Great farmers, great farmers, great nation. I also want to stand on the existing protocol. I also want to just make a brief comment, just like what Elder Ezekiel Ibrahim said. We have elders here, and I want to stand on their shoulder to see beyond some of the comments. First and foremost, we want to thank the organizers of Aviana for 2019. Please, a round of applause for them, please. I also want to thank the farmers. We want to appreciate them. My leader, I'm a technocrat in politics, so I have my leader here too. I also want to lay credence to the few things you have said. I'm coming from the processing and the preservation aspect. And I think we also need to ensure that there is value addition to whatever we're doing. Our daddy here said something, and I spoke with Baba the Oba here. And I said, I read an article, and that struck my heart. And what was the article? It was talking about education. And I said, from that article, something triggered in my mind. The Chinese, when they go outside their country to study, they don't go for law. They go for futuristic courses that could benefit 20 to 30 generations to come. But when we're talking about education, we send our children to go for what we know that they could get jobs. I remember when I was asked to enroll as a food processor then, those days, I was given food processing and preservation, and I hated it. I wanted chemical engineering. But by the grace of God today, though my PhD is in biotechnology, but I always thank God for that. And that has really helped in developmental process from agric. We need to go down to the basis. I hope to see, probably in the next expo, to see secondary school students here. I want to see university students here, where they will be motivated to start having that desire to be part of what we're having here. If we take statistics of those we have here, we have elders. We have those above 40, 50. Even though our daddy here said, oh, he's still young. But looking at those at the high table, probably maybe me and my brother would have been the youngest. And we're talking about the future generation. We're talking about agriculture. It starts from the desire to make input. We want to say here that the incoming government, like to say what my brother just mentioned, is that we're going to ensure that there is value addition. And that is the critical aspect in terms of agricultural production. A few days ago, I was opportune to travel to a country. And I discovered that one of the challenges we have here is that we have a lot of encouragement in agri production and all that. What about the value addition? How have you made inputs, even to the small-scale farmers? And I've also been privileged to work with NAFDAC. And when he said something about NAFDAC, you're talking about getting companies all this registration and all that. The reality is this: we have not gotten to a point where we tell ourselves the truth. I remember there was a time we went for routine inspection, and I discovered that most of our farmers, those who are into mini processing, they have issues of even getting to know the basis of what they're doing. So we still need to go down, not only encouraging production, what about the processing and preservation? How do we maximize? That is when we can also say, we can also have people gainfully employed. And today I'm proud for it because at every point in time, you have all the processes, including the farmers and their produce. I also want to encourage the farmers here. Don't just be the farmer. Make sure that at least one of our children inherit what we are doing. And the only way to do that is to get them involved early. Is to let them know that this thing we are doing is something that is vital, is something that is important. And I do believe that we always know that agri is the mainstay of the economy, but we have depended so much on oil. But we have a lot of things to do. So we, from the processing aspect, we are ready to partner, and I believe that the incoming government too will focus more on value addition. We ensure that the farmers gain from their produce. We also ensure that we bring in investors, that we ensure that these things get to the farmers. Gbogbo tí mo ń sọ látàárọ̀ ó ní wípé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ìyá wa, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ bàbá wa, ẹ jẹ́ ká encourage àwọn ọmọ wa láti ṣe kí ni o, láti já àmọ́ iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀. Àti ń dàgbà, àti ń darúgbó. A gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ wa mọ tá à ń ṣe. Kéde wípé nìkan máa lọ sí school, à ń ṣe iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀. Alọ́mọ márùn-ún kò sí kankan wọn tó fẹ́ kọ́ iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀. Gbogbo wọn abẹ́ kan di lọ́yà, abẹ́ kan di dókítọ̀. Àwọn wo ló fẹ́ jogún tá à ń ṣe? Ìgbà tá a bá dàgbà tán bóun ló ṣe fẹ́ ṣe é. Àwọn tó tún máa jẹ́ kí nǹkan ṣe é ṣe fún wa, òun ni àwọn tó yẹ pé ìta bá ti rí lágbẹ̀, tá a ti rí lóko wa, a tún máa ṣe kí ni o, a tún máa process ẹ̀. So lágbára Ọlọ́run, I believe pé tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní wípé ìjọba tó ń bọ̀ yìí ó máa tù wá lára. Gbogbo wa pátápátá lájọ máa jèrè bẹ̀. So once again, I want to say thank you for the organizers, thank you farmers, and God bless you.
Please put your hands together for Dr. Fagbemi. That was a very, very wonderful one. Àwọn máa sọ méjèèjì papọ̀ náà ní tá a bá ṣe ń sọ òyìnbó, a máa sọ Yorùbá. Àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké kan ni wọ́n argue ní ojú mi lọ́jọ́ kan. Wọ́n ní iṣẹ́ dókítà ló dáa jù. Ìkan sọ pé iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ni. Ẹ mọ nǹkan tí èyí tó sọ pé iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ni ẹ̀mí tó fi win ni èyí tó sọ pé iṣẹ́ dókítà ló dáa jù. Ó ní ẹ lọ pé dókítà tí ó ti jẹun kẹ́ni kó wá ṣe operation. Kó ti kébi ti pa bí ọjọ́ méje kẹwàá ní kó wá ṣe operation fún yìí. Ó ní oúnjẹ tá à ń jẹ gangan oògùn ni. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi ṣá gbogbo àwọn àgbẹ̀ tá a wà ń bì, ẹ jẹ́ ká pàtẹ́wọ́ fúnra wa.
We would like to recognize the presence of Dr. Otunba Dr. Bayo Odunawo, the MD of Biocom Agro. Please, can you please come up to the right table? Please, a round of applause for him.
Our remark and address is Special Advisor to the Governor on Agriculture. And I'm talking about Professor Adekunle. Please put your hands together for him. Ẹ bá mi ṣáwọn láti wọ́n dáadáa.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ ẹ̀yin àgbẹ̀. Great farmer. Greatest of the greatest farmer. I am happy to be here for two reasons. To appreciate these Aviana Aviv West Africa Expo 2019. Then to mention a few things the present government of Oyo State have done in the area of agriculture.
that actually relates to poultry. I think we need to get the facts right and the information correct. But before I give the details, I'd like to appreciate my uncle, Chief Emmanuel Ogunage, for being there for all of us all the years and trying to give the leadership. I'd like to appreciate Ezekiel Ibrahim, the National President of PAN. I'd like to appreciate Mount Ebon, Chief BC Ilaka, who is a patron of Oyo State Agro-Allied Farmers Multipurpose Cooperative Union. I'd like to appreciate the organizers of this event, Dr. Inderjit Singh. Thank you very much for giving us the platform to share ideas. I'd like to appreciate Dr. Fagbemi, who spoke on value addition, which is the missing link, that we should stop doing the traditional agricultural practices without adding value, because the farm gate prices are always lower than what farmers expect. Now, the latest member of the high team. Oh, I cannot forget my KBC Oba Lasisi Akao, the Unitary of Jai Ekutukosa, the deputy of the PAN, Dr. Bode. I appreciate you. I recognize everybody on the high table. I have not omitted anybody. Dr. Bayo. It's good to always remember names of everybody, and I think I've mentioned that. Thanks a lot for listening to me. Yes, let's talk about the present government before the new government comes in. The present government has 4 pillars of support for agriculture, especially poultry. One of them is provision of extension and advisory services to all manner of livestock, whether poultry, piggery, goat. Please, I'll give you instances, please. The second pillar of support is to give land allocation to huge players. And I'd like to mention a company. If you have heard of Global Resources at Oligambari, they are one of the largest poultry farmers in Nigeria, and they have employed over 2,000 people. If you are not there yet, please figure out the location and go there and see what we have done. The present government of Oyo State has created the proper enabling environment to attract investors. So they're going to give you land if you approach the government. We can mention one example. I don't want to mention others. The present government has collaborated with huge international organizations such as WAMCO. WAMCO is well known for pig milk production. And here they have huge 5 collection centers right from Oyo Fashola up to Iseyin, where and the truth must be told. In continuing ní èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì ni wípé ká dúpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run pé ìjọba kan yóò tó wọlé láìpẹ́ yìí. Ṣùgbọ́n ìjọba tó wà ń bẹ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí, àwọn ti ṣe àwọn àǹfààní kọ̀ọ̀kan sílẹ̀ fún àwọn àgbẹ̀ tí wọ́n lè wá jẹ lára rẹ̀. Mo sì sọ pé lára àwọn àǹfààní lórí ọ̀rọ̀ mẹ́rin ni ọ̀rọ̀ mi dálé ni pé wọ́n máa ń fún àwọn àgbẹ̀ ní ẹ̀kọ́ tí wọ́n bá ní lórí nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe, pàtàkì lórí iṣẹ́ tí ká máa sin nǹkan ọ̀gbìn. Wọ́n máa ń fún wọn ní ilẹ̀. Mo sì ṣàlàyé pé ilé iṣẹ́ ńlá pàtàkì kan wà ní Gàmbàrí tí à ń pè ní Global Resources Limited. Tó jẹ́ pé ibi tá a wà yìí tó ní air condition báyìí, inú ibẹ̀ làwọn chicken wọn máa ń gbé, inú yàrá tó ní AC. Tẹ́ bá lọ síbẹ̀, ẹ̀rọ rí pé ìlú òyìnbó lẹ́wà bí wọ́n ṣe fún àwọn adìyẹ ní àtútù bí báyìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká rìn jìnnà, ẹ jẹ́ ká ní òtítọ́ lọ́wọ́ ká sì sọ ibi tí àwọn ilé iṣẹ́ yìí wà. Kò kàn dákà lórí ìjọba yìí ó ṣe kí ní ẹ jẹ́ ká wó òtítọ́ ká sì dúró òtítọ́. Ìjọba tí ó ń lọ yìí tó wà ní ìjọba lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí tó ń ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ ńlá láti dáwọ́pọ̀ mọ́ àwọn ilé iṣẹ́ ńlá tó tóbi jù ní àgbáyé, òun ló pè ní WAMCO, àwọn tó ṣe PIC láti. Senator Isaka Ajimobi, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín pé ẹ wá fún ètò yìí. Ẹ̀kọ́ tí a kàn bẹ̀ yóò ṣe wá lórí ilé, a sì mú ìtàgbà bá àwọn ìwà ní Ọ̀yọ́ State. Àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa, mo fẹ́ sọ fún yín ní àpẹẹrẹ torí lára àwọn ọ̀gá wa tó tẹ̀lé kan wọ́n ní ká wá iṣẹ́ fún àwọn ọ̀dọ́. Ní October 2017 ní Rural Community Development ní Awẹ́, a train àwọn ọ̀dọ́ Ọ̀yọ́ State 216 on integrated agriculture, which I was the originator of the idea, and I ensured that these youths were trained in all these things we're discussing today. But one thing is to train, the next level is to give them the land and to give them the money, which after we had discussed with the local government chairman that, you know, this is politics, I'd like to quote you, sir. I am a technocrat in government. I've seen a lot of issues that we can't discuss here. But the fact remains that the present government has done its bit to train youths in the area of agriculture and university. And I want to thank you for listening to all of these and to see it's a continuum. Ní ṣókí Yorùbá mi ni pé a kọ́ àwọn ọ̀dọ́ Ọ̀yọ́ State pé ẹ ṣé o, a máa kọ́ ọgbọ́n mọ ọgbọ́n ni ẹkú jókòó ẹ̀yin àgbẹ̀ ẹ ṣé o.
Mo rò pé ẹ fẹ́ pàtẹ́wọ́ fún ọ dáadáa. That was a very, very wonderful one from Professor Adekunle, essay to the Governor on Agriculture. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bá mi ṣàwọn láti ẹwọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ẹ má bínú pé wọ́n lè sọ Yorùbá dáadáa, ẹ mọ̀ pé wọ́n ń ṣe Professor Yorùbá. Without wasting much of our time, the next person to give us an address is the country CEO of High Nutrients, a subsidiary of ADM Nutrition USA, and is also the Southwest Chairman of PAN, also the National Vice President of PAN. Who am I talking about? I am talking about Mr. Olubode Adetoyi. Please put your hands together for him.
Good afternoon. Let me stand on the existing protocol, but even at that, I'm going to thank the organizer of Aviana for providing this opportunity for Nigerian farmers. We are proud of you, and we thank you for coming, even despite what people might be saying about the country. But we believe that there's business, and there's agriculture, and there's people, and also all my fathers on the high table. You know, Doctor mentioned that maybe two of us are the youngest on the high table. Well, we thank God for that. I'm going to direct my speech to farmers. No farmers, great farmer, eat an egg a day. You know, when you eat an egg a day, you don't need to visit a hospital. You can see our daddy, Chief Ogunaiki. The formula is Baba will make sure he takes 1 egg in a day. And even if you want to see doctor, maybe just to greet that doctor, not for anything. Thank you. I want to encourage we farmers. I want to encourage we farmers, especially in the southwest, even and other area in Nigeria, to take our business as business. Most of our problem on the farm, some of us, we are absentee farmer. We believe we have our money, we can just invest the money and just let our staff just run the farm. No. Investment, farming, nowadays is for you to be there. And also, try to introduce technology into your farm. You can be at the corner of your house now and monitor what is going on in your poultry pen. It's a very simple thing. It's not maybe you need millions of naira for you to monitor what is going on. So for some of us, maybe you put money in your bank. You'll be asking your broker, what is the share today? Also, in your own farm, chicken can triple what shares we give you. Because you can wake up today and the shares of a First Bank or any company you put your money goes down. But just like our daddy said, when you have agriculture, you are already a multi-millionaire because there is no any shortcut. Agriculture will not finish. Oil will finish in Port Harcourt or Warri, but this agriculture has come to stay. And without agriculture, industry will not grow. Doctor also mentioned about processing. While we are producing, let's also look at value addition. So I've talked about taking our business seriously. 2, monitor what is going on in your farm. 3, pay attention to your staff. You have to train them. Treat them like your children. Treat them like human beings. That is when they will deliver to you. When you are growing and your staff are not growing, you have to check yourself. You are not running a business that is running you. Or at times, you cannot leave your business for just few minutes. Also, you are not running a business. What I'm saying in essence is that introduce modern day of running business into your business. If you are not an expert, you just have that money, take a nutritionist, take a veterinary doctor, let them come, let them consult for you. That is when you can get value for your money. Good, you are here today, training is very good. You learn new things, you learn new technology, you go and improve, go around the exhibition stand, you see a lot of improvement, that a lot of things you can learn to improve on your farming system, on your poultry system. Try, imbibe it, and introduce it. Also, let us be sharing information. In other clients, in other businesses, they are sharing information. But we farmer A or B, will not share information. If you have a challenge in your farm today, maybe the next farmer to you is something that is simple that you use to solve that problem. You will keep quiet so that farmer A is not doing well more than yourself. If you share information and farmer A is doing well, and you that is farmer B, you are doing well, you will not come and take the money on your farm. Even when it comes to egg marketing, it's also about information. Because if you share information, what you think is a problem for the egg lot is something that your colleague will be able to do. And I've also said about using technology. You have a farm, you have a product, put it on social media. All those your children that will be doing all this the Facebook at home, drag them to the farm. If I come back again like our elder said, there is reincarnation, I want to still be a farmer. As little as 10 years old, I started following my father to the farm. Even though when I was growing up, I want to be a medical doctor. But faith has had me that I will be a farmer. And today, for those people that knows me and knows my company, I want to be a farmer. And to the youth, I saw a lot of students from a university. I was very impressed because though agriculture, you thought it's a dirty business. It's not a dirty business when we do it in a better way. All we need to do is to put our attention into it, our everything into it. It is not easy. When I started my business, I started with 150,000. All you need to do is to focus attention on what you want to do. Do not compare yourself to other person. When my colleagues were joining bank and everything, at the end of the day, with their money, they are still coming to meet me to teach them agriculture. So I will take the money again. So what I'm saying in essence is that for some of you that are in the hall that study agriculture or you want to venture into agriculture, please, it's a good business. And to some of our government officials that are on the high table, please, I'm imploring you to help us, we the youth. When you want us to venture into agriculture, I'm a young graduate NYSC holder. You say youth should go into agriculture. How do we do it? I have the opportunity to see a governor in the last 5 days. And I say, Your Excellency, if you want to send me to farm, give me land. Prepare the land for me. I will stay there. But if you can even help me, get me a room self-contained. I will stay there. I visited a farm in England. It was just 1.5 hours by train from the heart of London. And the farmer told me that in the last 9 years, he has not seen the city of London. I said, why? He said, buddy, what am I doing there? I'm to produce, I'm to process, I'm to take their money. They come here, I take their money. So in the farm, provide the enabling environment. Put DSTV for us in the farm settlement and we will grow. Thank you.
Ebony Patawa for Wadada. Please put your hands together for him very well. I want to recognize the presence of Honorable Ahmed Ambali, the immediate past commissioner on agriculture. The immediate past commissioner on agriculture. Please stand up for recognition.
Also, we would like to recognize the Vice President of OLAM. Hello, sir. Recognize the Vice President of OLAM, the person of Mr. Amit Agrawa. They are one of the diamond sponsors of this program. Please, a round of applause for him as he comes up. Please. I would also like to recognize the presence of one of our good sponsors for this program. That's the MD of Mid-Century, the countryman, the MD of Mid-Century. Please stand up for recognition, please. If you can come here, sir. Please, a round of applause for him, please. I believe we can do more than that.
We are tired of standing on the existing protocol because everybody that has spoken has been standing on the existing protocol and the existing protocol is tired. I will be glad
Please, we would like to recognize the presence of Mr. Ariyo Michael. Mr. Ariyo Michael, please, you can please come up to the high table. Please, a round of applause for him. Representing Hybrid Meats Limited. Great farmers, great nation. Please, our engineers, predominantly do we have engineers here? Great farmers, Great nation. Please, okay, let me come down to this level. Àtẹ́wọ́tẹ̀ ń pa fáwọn sponsors wa yẹn kò wúwa lórí tó, because the magnitude of this program, tá bá pè pé we are going to enter with like 30,000. Àròkó pọ̀ jù, tẹ́yìn náà bá wojú lẹ̀, kẹ́ wojú ọ̀bẹ, kẹ́ múyọ́. These are people that have subsidized for us greatly to make this program affordable for us. Please, once again, I would like a big round of applause for the country manager of ONA. Please stand up for recognition again, please. Miss Century Agro. Please stand up for recognition. Round of applause for him. Then, representing the MD of iBreefit Limited, Mr. Adeyo Michael, please stand up. A round of applause for him too. Mr. Babawale Oluwafemi, please can you please come up to the high table? Mr. Babawale Olufemi is representing the MD of Top Feeds. He is the regional manager of the Southwest Nigeria. They are platinum sponsor of this program. A big round of applause for them. Thank you very much. Great farmers, great farmers, great nation.
That was a very, very wonderful one. Please jam your hands together for the people on the high table once again. Right about now, it's my pleasure to hand over the microphone to the Kábíyèsí Ọba Lásìsì Ọládìméjì Àkànó Oníjàyè of Ìjàyè. Ẹ má pàtẹ́wọ́ o, ẹ má pàtẹ́wọ́. Gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà yẹ kí ká sọ pé Kábíyèsí o.
Adúgbò fọlọ́n. Fẹ́tẹ̀fẹ́tẹ̀ èmi ò fi ilẹ̀ báyìí. Èmi ò wà wá wa sọ abínibí. Mo rò pé ẹ̀ẹ́nì bínú sí. Adúgbò fọlọ́n. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe ètò àkójọpọ̀ yìí. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó máa ju yín sí o. Bákan náà ni mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá wa, ẹ̀yin ọ̀gá wa tí ẹ̀ ń bẹ lórí ìjókòó, kí mọ́mọ́ gbàsìkò láti máa dáko. Gbogbo yín lápapọ̀ ò ní mo kí pé ẹ kú ìjókòó, ẹ sì kú àpérò, ẹ kú ìmọ̀ àti ọgbọ́n yín tí ẹ fi ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ní àtìgbà tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, tí a sì ń rí ọgbọ́n kan méjì táà rí mú pẹ̀lú àwọn àlàyé tẹ́ ń ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ sọ. Orísun làákàyè náà kò ní dàrú. Bákan náà mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin àgbẹ̀ tí lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin tí wọ́n pè wá sí irú ìjókòó yìí, ṣùgbọ́n tí ẹ̀ pé kí irú wàhálà wo wọ́n tún fẹ́ kó wa sí dáàbò máa ń kiri káàkiri, tí gbogbo yín wá fi gbogbo ètò tẹ́ ní lọ́jọ́ òní sílẹ̀, tí ẹ wá gbọ́ nǹkan tí wọ́n wá gbé kalẹ̀ fún wa. Ọlọ́run ó jẹ́ kó san wá lẹ́san rẹ̀, yóò ṣèso orí fún wa o. Àkíwà kú iṣẹ́ o, àkúwà ìjẹ́ kí ebi ó gbà lù, rọwọ́ ò ní dàrú. Ọlọ́run bá ní tún orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ṣe bá a ṣe ń fẹ́ sí. Ní ọ̀rọ̀ tèmi ṣókí tí mo fẹ́ sọ nípa àgbẹ̀. Bàbá wa olóògbé Awólọ́wọ̀, ọlọ́ba ni mójúkó láì fi wọn. Nígbàtí wọ́n gbé ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ kalẹ̀ ní ọdún náà lọ́hùn, wọ́n jẹ́ ká mọ̀ yìí pé ẹ̀kọ́ èyí tí àwọn mú wá yìí kìí ṣe káwá sọ di iṣẹ́ o, bí kìí ṣe kó lè jẹ́ ìmọ̀ àtòye àti ìlànà láti gbé iṣẹ́ wa kalẹ̀, pàápàá kó lè gbé iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ lárugẹ. kọjá ìlànà fún sí àgbẹ̀. Wọ́n ní àti pé kìí ṣe ní tó yẹ ká sí kí ẹni tí ó bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ kó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa wá ẹni tí ó bá kan tí ó bá gbìn àti tó bá tà lẹ̀. Bí kìí ṣe pé ẹni tó bá wà lórí ọ̀pẹ tí wọ́n bá sọ fún un pé well done kó náà lè dáhùn pé thank you. Ẹni tó máa ń tajà kó sì mú bírò kọ́kọ́ iye ọjà rẹ̀ tó kó síwájú kọ́ wá máa kọ́ lẹ̀mí sí ń pawó kọ́ máa yẹ èrè tó jẹ. Gbogbo èrò tí bàbá wa Awólọ́wọ̀ ní tó fi mú ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ wá nìyí pé yóò lè ràn wá lọ́wọ́ nídìí sí àgbẹ̀ tí wọ́n bí wá sí. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí pòfẹ́sọ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan wọ́n ní ìwé wa tí à ń kà tá à ń rán máa kó di lọ́yà, kó di dókítọ̀, kó di kọmíṣánná, kó di gbogbo ẹ̀. Ó ní aré wa àfojú wa lọ sí bí àgbẹ̀ mọ́. Nígbà tí wọ́n bí àwa pẹ̀lú gbogbo òwe tá a kà iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ni wọ́n fi rán wa. Tí àṣìfílẹ̀ tá à ń ṣe káàkiri bá náà ló ṣe wà. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀rọ àbáfojú inú wo bí n dá lè pè ní bí ogójì ọdún sísìn. Gbogbo ẹ̀ bá ti kàwé, Ọlọ́run la sọ̀wé dà. Kódà tí ọba mọ̀wé gan tó bá bu òwe kò lè mọ nẹ́nu tí ó fi bọ̀. Nítorí pé iṣẹ́ abẹ́ air condition là ń wá káàkiri. Iṣẹ́ abẹ́ air condition ló kú táwọn wá káàkiri. Ní bí ọdún mélòó kan sísìn tí ń jà fowó òṣìṣẹ́ nígbà wọ́n sọ owó òṣìṣẹ́ di 18,000 ariwo sọ owó ti dé. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣùkan ò tí ì pé tí òfin ká ń tààrà jẹ mọ́ a tún ti ń jọ ní ìsìn inú wọn tún ti ń dùn 30,000 ẹjẹ́ àwọn owó ṣùkan sísìn káwọn tẹ́gbọ́ àbọ̀ ìlú ọ̀dá káwọn tábọ̀ gààrí ọ̀dá tóròrò ọ̀dá tẹ́kù ọ̀dá káwọn òwò. Ìbá wá jẹ́ pé iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ní gbogbo wa dojúkọ. Bóun ni ó ṣe mú rọrùn wá tó? Bóun ni ó ṣe mú rọrùn wá tó? Nígbà tí èèyàn bá mójútó tó ń ṣe dáadáa tó sì ń pa owó gidi ń bẹ̀. Wọ́n pẹ̀lú mí ọwá ṣe kọmíṣánná yóò pé ẹ̀dàpọ̀ yọ̀ǹda mi. Kò sí tí wọn ò ní pẹ̀lú mí sí yóò pé kí ni kóhun tún máa wá kí ni Ọlọ́run tí ì ṣe fún nídìí iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀. Ẹ̀rí kan báyìí. Kì í ṣe pé bóyá bí káfíwé ṣe iṣẹ́ ìjọba kì í ṣe pé burú o. Ìnìfẹ́kẹ̀ ìsìn mi gbọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá ti wá iṣẹ́ lábẹ́ ìjọba tàbí a jẹ́ mẹ́mbà ìjọba náà ṣe ká tún gbé àgbẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi bí wa lárugẹ kí ìlọsíwájú kó lè bá iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀. Bó láti wá ṣe tí ìlọsíwájú ò fi dé ọwọ́ gbogbo wa náà lọ́wọ́. Ọ̀nà tó gbà wà lọ́wọ́ gbogbo wa ni pé kí kálukú wa nídìílé ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan ọmọ mẹ́ta mo bí ní ọmọ mẹ́rin bí márùn-ún mo bí ní ẹ jẹ́ àjọ pàmọ̀ràn pọ̀ káwọn òbí tí a ti kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nípa àgbẹ̀ tá a sì jọ mójútó ẹni pé gbogbo nǹkan yóò tún mú rọrùn wá ọ̀wọ́n oúnjẹ yóò dínkù pàápàá àwọn tó ti sẹ́wọ̀sù tí ń gbowó inú tí wọ́n ní òdó torí pé owó níwọ̀n bá wọn ò fi máa ra oúnjẹ. Ó ti wà ń bẹ ní ara oṣù kìíní ọdún sóṣù kejì ni tó bá ti kọjá abẹ́ òfin lówó náà lásán ni ó fún lówó náà ni ṣùgbọ́n gbà tí ìjọba wà gbówó tí ẹka lè tó ọ̀bá máa hánú oṣù kejì iṣẹ́ kẹjọ kí ló kù àtọ̀ kí ló kù nínú ètò jẹ́ pé kò sí ìrànlọ́wọ́ kankan fún àgbẹ̀. Ọlọ́run yóò kún ìjọba wa lọ́wọ́ Ìjọba wa tí ó dàbẹ̀ pé ó ń sún máa kókó gbá sílé yìí ó ti gbìyànjú díẹ̀ torí pé wọ́n pè àṣírí mítìn kan tí a lọ hold pẹ̀lú wọn bàbá lágbẹ̀ dáradára síran sádíẹ̀ oríṣiríṣi ìgbésẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti gbé wọ́n wá kàkàlẹ̀ rẹ́gẹ́dẹ́ nínú ètí kálukú wa táǹkàtà sí wọn. Ìjọba wa tí ń bọ̀ lọ́n jẹ́ kí wọ́n lè tẹ̀lé ìlànà yìí kí wọ́n tún ṣe ju ẹni tó ń lọ lọ. Torí pé nípa kíjọba ran àgbẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ó ní sí àgbẹ̀ fi lè gbèrú ló fi lè rọrùn dáadáa gbogbo àwọn tá a bá kàgbọ́n síjọba ẹ bá ní gbé sí wọn létí ọ̀ràn yẹn ní kíjọba ọ̀ràn àgbẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ kò ní òfin ní sí wàhálà ẹbí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n gba gbogbo pálí tẹ́ yunifásitì náà ọ̀kadà ní ọgbọ̀n káàkiri pẹ̀lú gbogbo pálí ní ọgbọ̀n káàkiri tíjọba bá dúró láti ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n kó wọn lọ sí training fún iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ tí wọ́n sì dá wọn lókòwò rẹ̀ ní ojú ẹsẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá parí training wọn ò ní wá wàhálà kankan káàkiri ẹwà dúró ẹ̀mí tí ń ṣòfò wọ́n sá jẹun wọ́n sì bọ́yàwó wọn pọ̀ mọ́ Ọlọ́run kò wá lọ́wọ́ kíjọba ó ràn wá lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn wa àwọn pàápàá ilẹ̀ Yorùbá rẹ́dì láti ṣàgbẹ̀ rẹ́dì láti ṣiṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ a sì máa ń ṣe níka lọ́nà tí wọ́n gbàtọ̀ kálukú ṣùgbọ́n jẹ́ agbára nǹkan tó ṣeé ṣe láì sí ìrànlọ́wọ́ kí ìlọsíwájú kó lè bá nǹkan yìí abẹ́jọba kí wọ́n ràn wá lọ́wọ́ kí wọ́n ó ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ gidigidi fún wa lórí ìbọn ìlọsíwájú ó sì bá sí àgbẹ̀ bákan náà tí wọ́n bá ní kọ́ àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọmọ sukùl ọ̀dákó lọ rẹpẹtẹ àwọn arógo fún àti sàdáadáa rí tá a gbìn gbàdó gbìn ṣùgbìn gẹ́gbẹ́ pa tọmọ kankan ò sì gbọ́dọ̀ já ẹyọ kan bẹ̀ bí ti wulẹ̀ òkèrè máa fi tí wọ́n bá bùn ẹ wò bí iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ṣe rí ńgbà náà skul wo ló wá ní oko tí ń dámọ́ ní ìsìn kò sí iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ wọ́n ti ẹ̀fẹ́ wọ́n ti yọ́pò nínú ẹ̀kọ́ tí wọ́n ń kọ́ ọmọ ní skul pátápátá ni wọ́n yọ kúrò kìí ṣe pé pátápátá náà làwọn ọmọ wa ò fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ṣe bí ẹ̀kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti kékeré ni ọmọ òṣèré fi ilẹ̀ ká má ràn léwu tó bá sì rẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọ̀ṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ kọ́ láti kékeré tó rí bó ṣe rí oúnjẹ tí yóò fi lè gbámú níṣẹ́ ìgbìgbìyìn gbà lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ló kí gbogbo èyí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe àdó ìpàdé yìí náà ní jẹ́ kó bàjẹ́ o lóòtù mú lọ síwájú bá o èrè lọ síwájú ọlọ́run pè wá lórí ìgbà yìí lẹ́yìn èyí nígbà tábà tó jókòó pàdé mi a máa yòròyìn pé tó èyí tíyàwó àṣẹ lẹ́sìn dáadáa tó ti di ẹ̀jáde bẹ́ẹ̀ ni yóò ṣe lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá àbá níjókòó ẹ̀mí wá wù.
ẹ bá mi ṣe akábíyèsí látọwọ́ oyè ẹ̀jẹ̀ ká tó wá sọ yìí pé kábíyèsí o. ó tíkẹ̀tì lọ́wọ́ àbí Yorùbá ní jẹun ní lórí àgbẹ̀ níwá gbogbo ara ló jẹ. Just for 1 minute, I'll call somebody to give us a goodwill message. And that person is Honorable Ahmed Ambali, the immediate past Commissioner on Agriculture. Please put your hands together for him.
Yorùbá máa ń sọ wípé tí erin bá fọn ọmọ rẹ̀ fọn. Kábíyèsí mo kí ni bàbá aládé àwọn ni wọ́n fi mí jẹ oyè olóyè lẹ́yìn wọn ẹ̀yìn àgbẹ̀ mo kí ni. Tí a bá ń bújọba nígbà tí business ìgbà tí mo dé wọ́n dápọ̀ àwọn youth ọ̀dẹ́ làwọn youth wa. I can say it, my brother, ẹni sùúrù. ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ fúnra wa. Níwọ̀n ìgbà oṣù 15 months tí mo fi jẹ́ kọmíṣánná àgbẹ̀ paramọ́ni ní gbogbo wọn ti nínú. There was this program in Mabaya Conservation, this Ajumaṣe Executive Committee. Akọ torí ẹ̀ gómìnà sẹ́ẹ̀dì mi lọ sí Gambia àtàwọn kan náà lọ sọ́dọ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Adẹ̀rí pé this is a potential area káàkiri káàkiri. A kí àwọn UGC program Adẹ̀mú program yìí as estimated a ní àwọn youth àwọn fún 10,000 oṣù as a statement before gbogbo the gbogbo kiri na provide fún wọn lébẹ̀ ìkan bẹ níjà yẹn bẹ̀rẹ̀ ládẹ́jà wọ́n pọ̀ about 19 different farm land ní Ọ̀yọ́ state tá a lè establish ìkéde bẹ̀ but àwọn youth ìlàkọ́kọ́ síbẹ̀ wọn ò lọ́nà ẹ lọ wádìí wọn ò lọ́nà mo ṣe program kan ní East West mo challenge àwọn youth pé wọ́n wá bá mi lọ́fíìsì wọ́n á jẹ́ pé mo rí rẹ́kọ́ọ̀dù wọ́n sọ mí tòun kọ́ wọn àbókọ́ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ after them we didn't see them again but ìgbà tí a rí pé àwọn officers ní ministry ní ọmọ kọ́ ni wọ́n pe àwọn àgbẹ̀ àwọn alágbádá wọn pe mọ́tò ìgbà lágbẹ̀lẹ̀ ní náà mo sì máa ń wọ̀nyí pé wọ́n pe rí làgbẹ̀ the second week wọ́n pe àwọn ọ̀pẹ̀ mo ní ẹ̀mí àti ẹni ló ti wá lágbẹ̀lẹ̀ ìwọ̀ ti wá àwọn àgbẹ̀ òbí bí àgbẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sẹ́yìn ẹ dákun yìí lẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́ àgbẹ̀ gan ni ẹ máa jáde àwọn tí o ní sùmọ́dá ní tí ẹ lọ wádìí dáadáa ní tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn tí a bá bújọba ẹjẹ́ àwọn bá sì máa bújọ kéde kó báyà mú sọpọ́ ìjọba bújọba ìjọba ń gbìyànjú lọ́jọ́ bí kábíyèsí ṣe sọ owó kan bẹ tí a gbà tá a yọ owó fáwọn local government àwọn àgbẹ̀ tó register akọ́fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní pé ká fi try wọn wò 3 million àìkọ́bọ̀ gbàgbé ni tẹ́mi fi kúrò mi màbá yà wọ́n ti bá wọn máa àwọn mínísírì ìfọwọ́ àbíbá mi. báyọ̀ padà báyọ̀ kọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ báyọ̀ kọ́ tí ẹ pátápátá ó yẹ ká ẹ mà mí tí ẹ rí àwọn tá a dágbẹ̀ tá a bá gbowó lọ́wọ́ ìjọba ẹ jẹ́ ká dá padà èyí ó fún àwọn míì náà láǹfààní láti gbà ọlọ́run lè dé kó bàjẹ́ ìjọba ń gbìyànjú ẹ jẹ́ káwa náà túbọ̀ jáde ká ṣiṣẹ́ wọn.
ẹ jẹ́ ká máa rí wádìí ohun gbogbo dájú ká dẹ̀ fi ìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀ torí mi ó dá mi lójú pé kò sí ìjọba tó máa ra báírò fàgbẹ̀ àbí báírò kan lẹ lọ́rọ̀ àwọn mi. Without wasting much of our time, we are trying to round everything up now so that we'll go to take our meals and we go for the exhibition proper. Ladies and gentlemen, you can put your hands together for this, my brother, by my side, Mr. Babajide Fageyimo, for the vote of thanks. Please,
can we have one house, please? Any suru. Great farmers, great nation. Ṣẹ́rí ìbéèrè yìí yẹn gbogbo ẹ̀ làwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n ní gbogbo àwọn tó wà lórí tébù gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ́tí lóòtìlẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ ó máa jáde nínú communique lẹ́yìn ìpàdé yìí títí ìṣẹ́jú méjì ẹni sùúrù. Great farmers, great nation. Please, let's have one house, please.
Probe our conscience. Unless you are a merchant, look, under poultry sector, unless you are a poultry merchant, you are going to find it very difficult to make any enemies. The current NEPA tariff cannot sustain viable and profitable farming. Let us be realistic. We have tried it and it failed woefully. Cost of acquisition of generating plant, coupled with diesel 265 naira per liter, no farmer can operate that and make any meaningful profit. We are just deceiving ourselves. When we are going into agricultural production, we just have to make sure that we are not practicing paper agriculture.